At last, Wave 4 of the Booster Course Pass is finally here. It holds 8 more tracks for us to race on. Some better, some worse. However, which one is really the best of them all? Join me in ranking these tracks and let's find out. Also joining us in these rankings is a special guest, Jamie the Gamer.
Hi guys.
Without further ado, let's not delay any further and get into number 8 on the list. At number 8, we have Riverside Park from the GBA. Even though it's at the bottom of the list, this is still a damn good track. That's how good this wave is. It has us driving alongside the titular river, leaping off of bridges, and even jumping headfirst through a waterfall. This track has it all. However, it's a bit on the short and plain side of things. Also, like GBA Sky Garden from Wave 1, the layout has been altered, but fortunately not to the same extent. All in all, a great track to play on. Still, it ends up at number 8. Number 7, the track that disappointed many, Mario Circuit. I was originally looking forward to this track as Mario Kart DS is one of the only Mario Kart games I've ever played. However, come the release of Wave 4 and this track got stale fast. It's exactly what it sets out to be, a Mario Circuit. Sure, it doesn't do anything too exciting, but it also doesn't suck either. The only thing that they really changed here besides the graphics is that there's a new forest section near the end. I actually think that it's a pretty good change as the section in the original was kinda bland. It has a fair bit of difficulty too with its many 180-degree turns. However, it can't save this track from its blandness, therefore it is placed at number 7 on the ranking. Now, at number 6, we delve into our first city course of the list. Bangkok Rush takes us through the streets of the capital of Thailand, racing alongside all of the landmarks. Unfortunately, they are very difficult to say, so I won't be saying them here. Still, you just can't go wrong with the looming sunset above your head as you drift, trick, and glide your way through the track. The different variants all flow so nicely into each other, and don't even get me started on the remix, it's just incredible. This absolutely deserves the praise it gets. Due to this, it sits pretty in 6th place. Jumping into number 5 on the list, we finally get our first GCN track of the pass with Waluigi Stadium, and let me say, this is the best looking track in not only the pass, but maybe even the whole game. That's how good it looks. And boy do you go fast on this track. The amount of bumps and half-pipes to jump off are unreal. The new anti-gravity sections are pretty neat, though they are the only ones of their kind in the whole wave. If you're able to jump to the platform at the end of the track, you get to glide your way to first place in style. Definitely one of the standouts of Wave 4. And only at number 5, if that isn't proof enough of how good the last 4 tracks are, I don't know what is. Speaking of, let our guest Jamie introduce you to number 4. Before we get into that, however, I need to ask, do you like money? I know I do. That's why I have a Buy Me a Coffee page. If you go down into the description, you can find it, and you can donate to me. Now, back to the video.
Now at number 4 we have DK Summit, also known as DK Snowboard Cross. This track has you glide to the top of the mountain and then skillfully drive your way back down to the finish line. To be honest, they didn't change much here, but hey, you can't fix what isn't broken. This track is also fairly difficult, especially on 200cc. Fortunately, Nintendo has once again kept the double hop for this track. This also looks stunning. It's also super fun to jump off the many ramps and half-pipes placed along the track. The remix is also once again a masterpiece. The ending with the Shy Guys is super fun as you're able to chain many tricks together on the half-pipes and speed into the finish line. The only real nitpick here is that it just feels like it drags on a bit too long, but that isn't a major issue. It's overall great to race on, so it takes number 4.
As the first track of the wave, you have to make sure that it feels easy, but not too easy. Amsterdam Drift does this perfectly, as while it isn't too hard on 150cc, 200cc cranks up the difficulty to times 10. It also has a nice inviting feel to it as we get to see the Tulip Field, the Herring Grotch, the Royal Palace, the Nemo Science Museum, and much more. You even get to play Amsterdam Drift 3 in reverse for a bit. Something that's a little disappointing is that you can't choose a split path in the canal. Other than that, the track is really good as the opening track of the wave, definitely a track being worthy of number 3. Now, back over to Jamie to talk about number 2.
At number 2 we have what may be the best city track of the whole pass. That is, of course, Singapore Speedway. As soon as you start the course, you hear the music. It has to be the best thing in the pass. This track isn't as complicated as other city tracks, but that doesn't bring the track down as much as you may think. It's nice to have a simple track to end off the way. Also, I bet no one was expecting Singapore to have laps and sections. This track is super diverse in its locations too, whether it be the Infinity Pool or Chinatown. As the final track of Wave 4, it certainly delivers an unbeatable experience. Therefore, it lands itself at number 2.
If you've been following the rankings, you'll know what's coming. Number 1 goes to none other than Yoshi's Island. This is how you do a crossover track. I never even played a Yoshi game before, and it still gets me in the spirit. This track's placement comes down to the many references. It's so fun to see the Huff and Puffs walk along the track and Poochie on the mailbox. However, what really carries the track to the top of the podium is, once again, the music. Before the race even starts, you can hear the beginning jingle from Yoshi's Island. And at the end of the course, you're treated to the results music. This track will definitely be hard to beat in the future waves, and that is why Yoshi's Island is at number 1. And that's the ranking. What do you think? Are the patootie plants in Riverside Park a big enough change to make it number 1? Let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching this ranking video, and thanks for Jamie the Gamer for featuring on it. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all again to rank Wave 5.